I started my first day at Miller & Sons Construction on a Monday in October. The boss, Rick, paired me and the new guy with an older guy named Walter. Walter looked like he'd been doing this for 50 years. Gray coveralls, steel-toe boots, and a faded Detroit Tigers cap pulled low over his eyes. He didn't smile much, but he knew everything. "Stay close," he told me as we walked into the half-finished office building. "This place has a history." I laughed, thinking he was messing with the new guy. All day Walter showed me the ropes. He taught me how to cut drywall clean, how to run conduit, and how to avoid Rick when he was in a bad mood. Every time I got frustrated, Walter was there. "Measure twice.
Watch your fingers."
Don't rush." At lunch, we sat on overturned buckets on the third floor. I offered him half my sandwich. He shook his head. "Appreciate it, kid." "I don't eat much anymore." I should have thought that was strange. Around 4:30, we were installing light fixtures in a hallway when I dropped a screwdriver. It clattered down an elevator shaft. I cursed. Walter chuckled. "Don't worry. Things disappear in this building all the time." When the shift ended, I turned to thank him. But Walter was gone. I figured he'd clocked out early. The next morning, I walked into the trailer and asked Rick, "Where's Walter at?" Rick looked up from his clipboard. "Walter who?" "The guy I worked with yesterday. Gray coveralls, Tigers hat." The room went silent. One of the older electricians stared at me. Rick's face lost all color. "Son, Walter died in this building 11 years ago." I laughed nervously. "Come on, man." Rick opened a dusty file cabinet and pulled out an old safety report. There was a photo clipped to the front. Gray coveralls, Detroit Tigers cap, the same tired eyes. My stomach dropped. "No way." Rick nodded. "He fell down the elevator shaft. They say he still walks the site, making sure nobody gets hurt the way he did." I couldn't speak. One of the electricians leaned in. "Did he say anything unusual?" I swallowed hard. "He said, 'Things disappear in this building all the time.'" The electrician went pale. "That's exactly what he used to say." I spent the rest of the day shaken. That night I emptied my tool belt. At the very bottom, tucked into one of the pouches, was the screwdriver I'd dropped down the shaft. I know it was mine. My initials were carved into the handle. The next morning I nearly quit. But when I arrived, there was a sticky note on my toolbox. Written in faded pencil, "Measure twice. Stay safe, Walter. I still work construction. And every now and then, when I'm alone on a quiet job site, I catch a glimpse of a gray coverall turning a corner. If I hear a voice whisper, 'Watch your fingers,' I listen, because some coworkers never really clock out.